Hey everyone, I wanted to thank Kimberly. She inspired this video, so thank you for writing in and asking me a question. I wanted to do this video because I was in holistic nutrition for 9 years. I've been studying nutrition for over 15 years, and I personally have been through it been through it all with nutrition for myself. And I wanted to really bring in the idea that we all are so very different, and we cannot judge another's choices because we don't know what another's body is asking of them. And so when it comes to holistic nutrition, it's so important to learn how to listen to your own body. What does your body need? And to really release the judgment about what you're choosing to put in your body and what someone else chooses to put in their body. I know a lot of you that watch my videos and listen to what I have to say. Thank you, by the way. I know that many of you are on a spiritual path, and so that tends to go in the direction of vegetarianism, veganism, perhaps even raw food. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's right for your body. But a lot of people in the spiritual community whose bodies are asking them to eat animal protein get a lot of judgment, and even to the point where people don't want to be around them or share meals with them. And the people who truly do need animal protein sometimes feel ostracized and judged, and they choose a food path that's not right for them at the time because of pressure from those around them. And this really saddens me because we really can't judge what another person's body needs. Now, yes, ultimately, in my view, we don't need to kill animals for our food needs. But the reality is, where we are right now in this 3D density, a lot of bodies do need animal protein, some more than others, some less than others. And if that is you, I want to encourage you to get the best quality possible. Animals that were raised in open space, in the pasture with sunlight, and killed in a humane way. As you know, you could say, well, killing is not humane, Susie, but we're going for the best that we can possibly do here. You know, again, this is not the ideal heaven on earth situation. So it's important, if you are choosing animal protein for your body, to get the best quality, raised in the pasture, in the sunlight, eating what normally animals would eat. And there's so much information on this. I'm not going to go into all of it. There is a holistic nutrition course in the Creation Temple. You can learn a lot more. I talk about so many things: healthy fats, healthy proteins, healthy carbohydrates, genetically modified food, you know, everything that nutrition covers. Pretty much the course and the information in the course covers that. But what I want to encourage you to do right now is to begin listening to your body, to begin to understand what it is that your body needs. And if your body's asking you for something, to work with what your body's asking you to do. And in this conversation, it's important that we differentiate cravings from what your body is asking you to do. So a craving comes from an imbalanced nutrients in your body. So if you have a craving for a hamburger, let's say, that could be because you are lacking iron in your diet, or your body's not assimilating the iron that you're giving your body. And so you crave it. It's like you have to have it right away. And that's not a balanced way to understand what your body's asking of you. When your body's asking something of you, it's like that still quiet voice. It's a lot calmer. And it's not the same as a craving. A craving has that like desperation energy to it. Like, you have to give this to me right now, or I'll have a low blood sugar attack or something like that. A craving is very different than, your body truly needing something. And oftentimes a craving comes with a desire for something unhealthy, like you want something with a lot of flavor or a lot of sugar, a lot of salt, or something like that. And those are all indications that your body is really out of balance in the nutrition that it needs. When your body's asking you to eat something, it's more like, I'm thirsty, drink water. I need some animal protein, feed me a little bit of chicken or a little bit of red meat. It's, I need some more chlorophyll. Give me some lettuce or some dark leafy greens. It's very different than the desperation energy of a craving. So once you understand that, then you can listen more wisely to your body. If you're feeding your body everything on cravings, then you just go further and further into being out of balance. And what you want to do with your nutrition is have it as balanced as possible. And now this is different for everyone. So everyone has different needs. We are all bio-individual. We all have different wiring, different makeup, different cultural heritages, all these things that we need to consider going into our food choices. And again, I cover that in my Holistic Nutrition DVD, which is, of course, in the Creation Temple. So we really need to learn how to listen to our own bodies, the wisdom that our bodies bring, the questions that our bodies have for us. And to do that, you need to get quiet. And so if you've been watching me, you know that when I talk about listening to your heart, I have you put a hand on your heart, you close your eyes, you listen, you give your heart gratitude, and it can be the same thing with your gut. Put your hand over your stomach or your gut, and you get quiet, take some deep breaths, and let your gut know you're listening to it, and you breathe deeply, slowly in and out through your belly. And you just let your body know that you want to know what it is that it needs to eat. And so that's just one of the ways. You can go see a practitioner, and you can get blood work done, you can get nutrition testing done. There's all of those methods that are equally valid as well. But I just wanted to give you something that you could start out with, just to get started to get to know your body a little bit better. We're not used to listening to our bodies to get an understanding of what it is of what we need to feed them. We're used to seeing commercials on the TV, showing us junk food that we should eat, or, seeing advertisements for restaurants or whatever. So we need to pull back from all of that and get to know our physical bodies and what they need. And to honor what the physical body needs. So again, ideally, a lot of us in the spiritual community have this ideal standard of eating live, raw foods and being vegan and not consuming any animal products whatsoever, and all of these things. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's where you're at, if that's where your body thrives, great. But for some people, that's a spiritual idealism, and it's not realistic for their physical body. Because we are human, we're in a physical body, we need to learn how to honor that. And so, I give you permission to honor the physical body. And if you do choose to consume any form of animal product, make sure it's the best and highest quality that you can find. Bless it before you eat it. Bless the animals that gifted themselves to you in this way. This is a very sacred way of consuming animals. The Native Americans, when they ate animals that they killed, they used every part of the animal, and they blessed the animal, and they got permission from the animal first, and all of these sacred exercises that they did. We can do that too. So I know some of the things I'm saying aren't going to be popular with a lot of people in the spiritual community, and that's okay. I've been on a huge food journey in my own life, and I'll just share this quick story with you. When I was, we're in 2016 now. It was 13, 14 years ago, a long time ago. I was on an elimination diet, which means that you take every possible allergic kind of food out of your diet, and you eat what is considered safe, and then you add one thing in at a time. Well, I was reacting to everything that I was trying practically. And it was super ultra frustrating. And it takes a commitment to be on this kind of diet, because you can't really go out to eat, you know, can't go to social events and eat. It's really ostracizing, it's really isolating, and it can be super challenging. But I was committed because I was really, really sick, and I wanted to figure it out, and I knew food was part of the equation for my well-being. So I actually ended up going on a 3-day fast after like 3 months of trying this diet and reacting to everything. It was Christmas time, and I remember sitting with my family around the Christmas table, smelling the smells. They're all eating their food, and there I was sitting at the other end of the table, wanting to be with them. So I was with them while they were eating, and I was putting a puzzle together, drinking my water while they ate their Christmas dinner. That's how dedicated and committed I was. That's how much I wanted my healing. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that, but for me, what it did was it provided a reset to my body. Actually, I don't recommend fasting unless you know what you're doing, unless you have a practitioner guiding you, unless you have someone who knows what they're doing guiding you. But I needed to reset my system. And it did that, and it allowed me to heal my gut and to start eating more and more foods. Now today, I eat pretty much whatever I want. And what I want is healthy food, so it all works out. But it took me going through that experience to learn what my body wanted from me, to learn what my body needed. And I quickly learned how to honor my body. Now, mostly I eat like a vegetarian. Every once in a while I do consume some animal protein, and really that's only when my body asks for it. And it's never a craving. It's never something like, I have to have this or I'll die. It's always, this is what would really help you right now. And when I listen to my body, it feels better when I eat what my body's asking me to eat. And it is a very sacred thing for me to consume an animal. It's not something I do lightly. It's not something I do without gratitude. So I hope this was helpful for those of you who have been feeling judgment about what you've been needing for your body. Please honor your physical body. Give your body what it needs. Give your body the love that it needs, the nourishment that it needs on all levels, not just on the food level. And when it does come to food, give your body what it needs. And be grateful and bless your food. No matter what you're consuming, bless it, transmute it into the highest vibrations for you. And you will be much healthier, and you will be rewarded. And I just want to give one word of caution. I put a post on Facebook, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago, about beware of listening to people who tell you exactly what you need to do. No one can tell you exactly what you need to do, because they're not in your body. You're the one that needs to take the responsibility and be empowered with knowing what you need to put into your body. And so even if you have a practitioner that's saying, well, based on your blood work and the results we got back from your testing, this is exactly what you need to do. Go ahead and try it, but in that process of trying these things that they're telling you to do, listen to what your body is saying. Listen to the feedback your body is giving you. Does it give you more or less energy to eat this food? We really need to be empowered with our own bodies. And no one can tell you what to eat or what not to eat. That is your personal choice. When I was in holistic nutrition guiding my clients, I gave them suggestions, but the work was really about teaching them how to listen to their bodies. It's never about me saying, this is exactly what you need to do. So if you have someone in your life telling you that, don't listen. Listen to yourself first. If they're giving you good advice, great, you can receive it. But it's always about taking what someone else says and listening to what your body has to say about it if you are listening to someone else. So I want to give you permission to throw it all out. Everything that you've read in the books, everything that you've studied and researched, everything that everyone's ever told you about nutrition, throw it out. Start from scratch and listen to your own body, listen to your own wisdom. And that takes time to cultivate that. So don't be discouraged. Keep going. Keep up that commitment. And your body will reward you with great health and longevity. Lots of love, you guys. If you want that nutrition course, you can join the Creation Temple. And as always, there's scholarships available, make it super affordable for anyone who has financial need. I'd love to have you in the Creation Temple. Much love, you guys. Mwah. See you in the next video.